John's trying to shut me down here.
I'm not. I'm trying to
just-
divert
he wants-
some of this to the second half of the episode so that I can sip the whiskey.
Well, I'm done.
Sweet. Let's knock this thing
Thank
right
God.
back.
Thank God.
They're back.
Coming to you sort of live from the Beer to Whiskey Studios on the taproom floor of the Greenville Beer Exchange, or GBX, as we sometimes call it. Well, as we often call it, because it's easier to say than the Greenville Beer Exchange. On the expansive block and a half of South Lawrence Street in glorious, stupendous downtown Greenville, South Carolina. I'm Russ Heaps, and welcome to this episode of Anything But Bourbon. And that's where I get together with my good buddy, Big John Richards, who's actually our beer whisperer, but he's got a great palate, and I enjoy drinking with him, and he sort of tolerates me, so it's a
win-win.
it's a win-win.
Win. Win.
All the way around. And we grab a whiskey that's, or a tequila or whatever. It's anything but bourbon. Having said that, what we're doing today is Penelope, which is an American whiskey basically, although there is bourbon in it. Let me give you some of the details. I'll put on my glasses here so I don't screw this up too much. There are many different versions of Penelope. This happens to be Cigar Sessions Chapter 1. It's a whiskey that's been engineered to go well with smoking a cigar. And if we were somewhere where we could smoke a cigar, we'd be smoking a cigar with this.
Sir, you can't smoke that in here.
Okay.
Put it out.
Can't smoke anywhere these days.
Retail price is $100 if you can find it. I wound up paying about $50 or $60 more than that at a liquor store on Route 60 between Frankfurt and Louisville. Proof is 101, ABV 50.5%, age 6 years. But it is a blend of straight bourbon, American single malt, and American light whiskey.
How do you feel about talking about what American light whiskey is?
I have no idea.
All right, sweet.
Perhaps I should have looked that up, but I was not in the mood to do that this morning.
We didn't
John and I had
set ourselves up for success today.
we had a sort of a interesting evening last night of movie watching and drinking and stuffing our faces with
Delicious,
pizza.
delicious pizza.
Delicious, maybe the best pizza in Greenville.
It's on the list. And that pizza last night was as good as I've ever had from them, too.
Yeah.
It just was right
Yeah.
on. The crust was right on. The pepperonis were done. It was freaking great. Anyways, carry on. Whiskey.
It's called Moretti's.
That's a spicy meatball!
Anyway, having said all that, having given them a plug,
If you're in Greenville,
yeah, Malden actually, which is just outside.
well, you
of
could still
Greenville.
get to there from here.
Yeah, yeah. It's easier to get to Malden from Greenville than it is to get to Myrtle Beach. Let me tell you that. Penelope is part of MGP. That's who actually distills it in Indiana.
Midwest Grain Products.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lawrenceburg, Indiana. And it was founded in 1847. They create the juice for a lot of ryes and bourbons and whiskeys, apparently. Whoever produces those labels doesn't really have a distillery, or if they do have a distillery, they don't have
Supplementing it.
juice
or- yeah,
juice that's old
right.
enough to to do anything with. So they get it through MGP. But I think MGP actually officially bought Penelope. Don't quote me, but I think they did. And they're offering it up. Text Miss Lily. John's trying to shut me down here.
I'm not. I'm trying to
just-
divert
he wants-
some of this to the second half of the episode so that I can sip the whiskey.
Well, I'm done.
Sweet. Let's knock this thing
Thank
right
God.
back.
Thank God.
This is another one that the nose isn't aggressive on. Like I can stick my nose right in there and smell it, and it doesn't just, burn the insides of my face off. It's overproof too, right? It's like
Now it's 101,
101, which is still overproofed.
50.5%.
Yeah.
But aging it 6 years will shave some of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, no doubt. What's the angel share on a 6-year-old whiskey?
I'll bet you it's 10%, maybe.
That is fun. That's my old. And it's now I'm getting some spice on the finish. And oh man, that started getting minty, almost candy cane for a second there.
The big thing I'm getting is like toffee or butterscotch or something.
I think that's the first thing that hit, and I think that's what's lingering with me again. But right
It
in the
is.
middle there, I got something really aromatic, candy cane, spearminty, rosemary, cedar. Those things right in the middle of that just went pow. That's very, very interesting. So that, like I said, that the entry coming onto that, I mean, I got all the way into being able to talk about how mild it was before it really popped.
Yeah, I hadn't even noticed spice on it. My first sip, it just totally went to toffee and butterscotch, whatever. But now the second sip, I'm getting some.
It doesn't
Spice.
linger spicy, although
No.
I'm still getting some of that almost minty ping on my palate, on my tongue. That's very interesting. You feel like talking about how this is supposed to be paired with a cigar?
I wouldn't know until I gave it a shot.
Well, I think that's the whole point of this thing, the
It
cigar
is.
blend.
I know,
right?
but I wouldn't know how it actually
Yeah,
paired with a cigar until I smoked a cigar with it.
right. I presume it's good, but
I mean, we could light up
the
here.
idea-
We could go ahead and light up here.
That seems right.
They would,
Probably be fine.
we've been thrown out of a lot of places, and this would just be another one.
Right.
But
This would be a bad place to get thrown out of, Bill. Especially at this point in the game. The whole idea of the presentation of this whiskey is that it's supposed to be paired with a cigar. They
Correct.
call it the cigar sessions or cigar
Correct.
something. That's their whole idea of doing this.
You are
was
correct,
to make
sir.
a whiskey that pairs with cigars.
Cigar Sessions Chapter 1, which leads me to believe they're going to do another,
More chapters.
more chapters, different variations on
And
this.
I read something on that sheet. It was like built to be paired with
Cigars.
medium to medium full or something
really?
like that. It's on that sheet somewhere.
Surprise, surprise, surprise!
That's where I read it, I think, unless I read it on the bottle, which I don't think is possible
I think
because
you-
those letters are way too small. So I'm gonna
Designed
have to let him look.
complement medium-bodied cigars with depth, complexity, and harmony.
Excellent. Yeah, it's neat. I bet with a cigar and the smoke that's there, and you'll pull some of those vanilla and spice flavors out of a cigar, out of a medium cigar. You'll get bigger, spicy, heavy duty notes out of something, big, but something between a Macanudo and a Hoya de Nicaragua, somewhere in the middle there, you might get something that would pair really well with this. And I think this would be an excellent pairing whiskey. It's it's fun for me that they did this because the first time I had Penelope was at which columns Outman's with a cigar, and it was fantastic with a cigar, and that they're doing that now makes me think that other people must have said, wow, your whiskey is really good with cigars, you should do something
Well,
on purpose.
Joseph Magnuson, which is actually a Cincinnati label, and they don't do their own juice either. It's a blend. They have a master blender, not a master distiller, who happens to be a female.
Oh, very fun.
Yeah, and I know that because when we did our original episode with Magnuson, she reached out to me, and so
Oh, even better.
yeah, that's how I know what's going on there. But anyway, they have a cigar blend which I have had several times, but never with a cigar, and I would love to. That's another one that I would love to try. This one I'm going to get to because I'm going to take it home and I'm going to smoke a cigar with it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's got a little spicier with some water in it, and now it smells and tastes like bananas. I think like real, like overripe bananas and like bananas Foster, where they've been set on fire.
one of my favorite desserts.
I think yes, likewise. It's fun, man. That's neat when you put some water in it too. How much that changes.
I like it better with a couple of drops of water.
I do too. I think the spice pops a little more and even lingers with me more, and the aroma got more complex. It's not just toffee and butterscotch now. It's got that banana, and it's got a little. You'll have to forgive me.
Green apples.
I think it's more like red apples this
Red
time.
apples.
I just find it in whiskey a lot, especially in bourbon. I don't know why. My palate just goes and finds it there.
So I'm not sure where it's going to go, but I'm going to put the head slap meme in here.
Probably right after that.
Because that is
It's my favorite thing to find in a whiskey.
his favorite thing to find.
Well, and it's my favorite whiskey. It has this big green apple note in it.
and I will agree with him on that.
It's
Eagle Rare.
Eagle Rare. It started popping with me, and now it seems like 7 or 8 times out of 10, I'm drinking a whiskey and like apples, some kind of apples. It's like a red apple, baked apple, and maybe just the cinnamon thing or something else that's causing me to think of it. It may just be that I'm expecting to find it there, but
You know what I like about this is
no apples.
no, but is that the finish just lingers and lingers and lingers.
It does.
And lingers.
It goes on for days.
And it's wonderful.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
There's so much travel in that too. It starts out butterscotch sweet, and then it turns into this banana thing. I still get that red, like bruised red apples thing. And then the very, very end of it, it's something that I had to learn about in wine. And now I taste apple chips and bruised red apples, where I used to do it. I'm like, okay, I get that one now. All right, good. So and then it turns into that really caramelized caramel syrup thing right before the spice hits on the finish. The travel is so long on this, and you're right, it lingers
It does.
for days.
It does.
It just keeps on giving.
Clark, that's the gift that keeps on giving the whole year.
And that's why they make this Penelope stuff, man. They're not careful, it'll catch on.
You know, and I was, Outman's is a cigar bar here locally, which has a tremendous selection of bourbons and a great selection of cigars.
Also true.
But I was talking to the owners about this, and they have been trying to get this for they can't get it. They just simply, they're trying to get it, they can't get it.
That's why
Just the
Russ had to
cigar-
overpay for it because
Yeah,
nobody
the
could
cigar
get it.
blend. When I have the time, when I go to Louisville, instead of taking 64 or 65, whatever it is that goes east and west from Frankfurt, I'll hop off and get on Kentucky Route 60, which is in Louisville, is Shelbyville Road, and travel across that because there are some liquor stores across there. Probably shouldn't tell you this because you might, both of you might,
Find the liquor
both
store
of you might
and buy the
run down
Penelope
there,
first.
yeah. But you can find some really hard to get stuff in these places. They're going to charge you out the yin yang for them, but you can find them, and that's where I found this. So,
Well,
and I also found
I salute Mr. Russ for
Yeah.
finding this.
but I also found the Magnuson cigar thing, but they wanted $300 for it,
Ooh.
and I went, I don't think so, because I knew that was way over. That was way over what it should be priced. But anything else?
You got anything else you want to say?
No,
I think you covered.
I didn't want to say most of the stuff I did say. I just was trying to fill time
Whose fault is that?
and trying to drown you out because apples,
You gotta
green
do
apples,
that.
red apples, they're
At least
bruised
I didn't
apples.
start wanting
They're
waffles this time.
so damn lucky. See you next time.